Welcome back for another Minecraft video. Today's video we're going to be fixing the iron farm and getting it up and running. During the last update we had some issues where the iron golems started spawning up on the top platform here. This is the first time I've ever had that kind of issue happening. So if you're having this kind of thing or problem with your iron farm, this is going to be an easy way to be able to fix that and get it operational again, especially if you've used the same model that I have here on the channel. But if you do like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this to be able to help support me and my channel. I really do appreciate everybody who's been supporting me so far. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing that I noticed when I was trying to fix the iron farm is a lot of like the half slabs, which like if you put half slabs on top of here, like it shouldn't allow mobs to spawn, but for whatever reason it still allows the iron golems and the cats to spawn even on top of the half slabs. So that was kind of frustrating because I was like, oh, you know, I could just lower this down one half slab, make it work. Didn't work. So the next thing I did was I went into I copied this world and went into a creative world to just kind of experiment and figure out what would work. Transparent blocks work pretty good. So what I did was not that one. Okay, so I went over to my guardian farm, made up a whole bunch of sea lanterns. So I have a whole bunch of those to work with, which I experimented with that and it seemed to be one of the possibilities of the blocks that we can use for the iron golems not to spawn on them. Also, I decided to go with birch leaves. Leaves are also another block that you can use. I didn't experiment beyond that because I figured those are the blocks I'm going to use. I'm hoping that like glass and other things like that work as well. So I guess the best thing to do is if you have an iron farm, do the same thing I did, go into a creative world, experiment with some blocks that might work for you. And, yeah, hopefully it works out the best that you can. For this world, I decided, well, we're going to turn this into a desert oasis anyway. So I figured why not try to make this look like it's a little overgrown and use the leaves and then the sea lanterns as like the main walking area. It's kind of what I have planned. Plus it doesn't take away from the plans I have for the future, which I don't really want to spoil it too much, but we're going to be making a huge fishbowl right above this, and it's going to have the water spilling out on the side and stuff like that. It's going to be pretty cool looking. I've kind of experimented a little bit on creative worlds with that while I had my daughters, so hopefully it turns out as well as I am imagining it. So I think the first thing that we're going to do is kind of take this out a little bit and make the main walkway. Hopefully I can gather up all these blocks. Most of them will just end up inside the iron farm and just get collected on the bottom. Some of them we'll just have to gather up as we go. Okay, so what I'm thinking is the sea lanterns are going to go all the way. If you're fixing an iron farm like mine, this would be a good time to actually grab some half slabs and go across the entire bed area and just put some half slabs up across all the beds so you can eliminate all the cat spawns up here on the beds and they'll spawn where they need to spawn. Alright, so the next step, now that we got the main area done, is to put a walkway, and I'm thinking probably out 3 for the sea lanterns as well. That way it'll give kind of a really good boxed out area of light. I'm really hoping that there's no mobs spawning. I don't think that like mobs can spawn on the leaves anyway, but just in case they can, trying to make it as much light in here as possible anyway. I swear whenever they update something, it's like it breaks so many things and I don't really know why. Okay, let's put that out there. And we'll go all the way around this like this, and then we'll start putting in the leaves. Alright, so now that we got this whole area on the outside done, now all we have to do is put the leaves on the inside, and then we'll be set. Yeah, it looks a lot better than I was even imagining it to look. Alright, that actually looks pretty good. I am liking it. Okay, so now that we got all these blocks placed, all these blocks should be transparent blocks that the iron golem shouldn't spawn on. Now all we have to do is resync all of these job sites to our villagers, and then hopefully this will be up and running and we can continue working on all the other stuff. That should be all of them. I'm going to do these ones last. They're the hardest. Am I not seeing it? There it is. Okay. I thought it was that guy, but I didn't see any of the green particles. So that should belong to you. Go. I'm thinking about also putting water in these areas just to keep them from getting stuck into walls, because I've noticed that being an issue. Okay, so this guy is right here. Why am I not? Oh, there we go. Okay. Perfect. And all of these guys are all synced in, so it's a little bit easier. Okay, cartography. That one, okay. Okay, so that whole side's done. Now we just have the fishermen and the librarians. It's going pretty quick. Last but not least, and they're probably gonna fix the iron farm issue. I mean, it doesn't seem like something that they would leave the way that it is when it was already working really well before. Kind of like the trident killer situation. But I mean, I still like the way that this one's looking, and less likely to have the issues in the future, so that means this guy right there. Bam. Alright, so now all I have to do is work during the day, wait another 24 Minecraft hours. Hopefully we can get rid of these cats and they'll start spawning down below as well. Not seeing any more cats. Oh, there we go. We got some iron golems already coming in. Nice. So if I put these here, I'm hoping that it's not going to cause any problems. All right. I think we are officially, oh hey, how you doing? We are officially back in business for our iron farm. It's looking really good. I'm really like, I think we're just gonna go with sea lanterns. That is so frustrating though. Luckily the sea lanterns are already over the area in which the villagers are in. Let's hope that this doesn't look terrible from the outside. Eh. Actually, I could make it look pretty decent. I do have to say I did die a couple times trying to get this figured out while I was in survival. Part of the problem was that I was actually trying to fix it in survival, and it was just really time consuming, so that's why I switched over to a creative world. Just to work out like all the little experimental things. At least we're gonna have a lot of white concrete to work with, so that's good. The one thing that I did find out through on the internet when I was trying to look through stuff was the spawn radius in which the iron golems are supposed to spawn is only two higher than the block, like the center point block of the village, which should be the pillow of the first bed placed. It did say that points of interest, or like the center point of the village, can change if a villager changes and stuff like that. However, it did still say that it should only spawn 2 blocks higher than that, and then 3 blocks lower, and then it's a radius of 16 blocks in each direction, which is pretty big area for them to spawn. But for them to spawn up on top of here, I mean, I guess 1-2 blocks. I mean, I guess if one of those points of interest were established, but it also said that all the points of interest between all the villagers would be like gathered together. So like all the workstations, all the beds, and then there'd be a center point of the area to basically make the village. So that's the reason why the majority of them are actually spawning inside that area, which means that like if they're trying to spawn right here, it's going to go down to the bottom part of the area, which is the kill area that we have established already. However, I'm guessing that's the reason why they're still spawning up here, is because I guess it is technically 2 blocks from a workstation. But again, like, I don't know if that has changed or if something has changed during the last update, because I've never had this issue before ever. And so, yeah. Okay. But, I mean, it still looks really cool. I'm actually, to be honest, I'm kind of liking it more than before. So, some things happen for a reason. Okay, sorry, dude, but you have to die. This bow is almost dead. Alright, so that should fix it. Hopefully we will not have any more iron golems spawning in here. Alright, so that is a couple of ways in how to fix an iron farm. If you do have any questions, make sure to put it in the comments. I will definitely get back to you and figure out what the solution is to your issues if you're having them. Just make sure to put them in the comments, and I'll definitely get back to you and comment back and reply. But if you did like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this to be able to help support my channel. I really do appreciate everybody who's been supporting me so far. Thank you guys all so very much, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.